Okay, boys and girls. So we are on lesson 2.4. So we are dividing by tens, hundreds, and 1000s. It's quite similar to when we multiplied by tens, hundreds, thousands, but this time we are dividing. So there is a dividing pattern. So if we look at 60 divided by 10, we're going to get 6. That's because we're simply removing that place value from the number. So see how we have 60 and we have the place value here represented by 0? And we're dividing 10 with that place value represented by 0. It's basically like we're making a slash through those numbers. So we took that place value off to give ourselves 6. Let's look at if we're doing the same thing over here, but with 600 divided by 100. It's going to also be 6. Because again, we've got two place values that are the same. So it's basically like we're crossing them out for how many zeros are over here. We look down here, 6,000 divided by 1,000 gives us 6. That's because 6,000 divided by 1,000 has got all those zeros representing those place values that we can take away. So let's look at our dividing pattern more. If we have 510, what would we divide by to get 51? Well, if you look at from our last screen here, you would hopefully see that if we divide by 10, we're removing one place value. So that gives us 51 as an answer, and 10 is what we divided by. Let's look over here at 6,200. What would we divide that by to get 62? Looking at our pattern, we could divide that by 100 because we're removing two place values from that number. And if we've got 316,000, what would we divide that by to get 316? Hopefully you see that we would divide that by 1,000, removing three place values from that number. So I want you to practice. Pause the video and practice the dividing pattern I just showed you in the previous slides. If you need to rewind the video to go see them again, that's fine, but pause the video and answer these questions in your math journal. Okay, let's go over our answers. 1,090 divided by 10 would just give us 109 because again, we're just taking away one place value. We took off this one place value, like drawing a slash right through it. 8,600 divided by 100, we take off those two place values, giving us 86. 45,000 divided by 1,000 would give us 45, taking away those place values. Over here, 30,800 divided by 100 would give us 308. 806 divided by 10 would give us 86, and 26,000 divided by 1,000 gives us 26. All right, so now we're going to talk about how we break down numbers to divide, because here we have our two place values at the end as we recognize those zeros. But instead of it being a 1, this is a 4. So it's not just going to be the same number over here because we have this 4. So we need to break down this 400. Now, last time I had you put the 4 over here and the 100 over here. For dividing, I'm going to have you put the 100 first, then the 4. Because we take that 100 and divide first to make the number smaller for us to work with. So I'm going to take 2,400, I'm going to divide it by 100, taking off those two place values represented by those zeros. So 2,400 divided by 100 gets us 24. We then just take 24 and divide it by the last 4 we had over here, giving us an answer of 6. So let's try that again with this problem. 35,000 divided by 7,000. Again, I need to break down that 7,000 into 1,000 multiplied by 7. I'm then going to take my 35,000 and divide it by the 1,000 that I broke down. If I remove all of those place values, that gets me to an answer of 35. I can then take 35 and divide it by that last 7, giving me an answer of 5. So what I'm doing, boys and girls, is I'm breaking down my problem to get my numbers smaller to make them easier to work with. So I want you to practice. Practice breaking down the number you're dividing by. Pause the video to give yourself more time. Okay, hopefully you divided this 6 into 106 so that you could take 54, divide it by 100 so that you had 54 divided by 6, which gave you an answer of 9. And then if you took all of these place value zeros off, as we do when we break out this 3,000 into 1,003, all you'd have left is 18 divided by 3, which gives us an answer of 6. And that is the end, boys and girls. So remember, rewatch the video if you need more help, and good luck on your assignment.